Hello everyone, this is Valentina Galossi. I am an independent curator and the editor of the book Life of Artists in Berlin, an art guide published in 2018 with focus on 25th international artists based in Berlin. Do You Read Art is a series of interviews for IGTV. In this second series, I ask art collectors and curators to tell us more about the massive impact art books have on their personal exploration and daily discovery of contemporary art. Today we talk with Yaneq Kage. Jan is a German author, curator and musician based in Berlin. Jan Kage has been curating and promoting shows of contemporary art in his art space, SCHAU FENSTER, for 10 years, following the motive, curate the curator, bring them together. Yaneq said, it's not about the style or the medium, it is the attitude that counts. He is also the co-director of KanyaKage, a gallery that has its core in presenting solo shows. Jan Kage published books on the culture of hip-hop and the art scene. In particular, Jan will introduce the art book Sammlergespräche, talks with art collectors led by him and in cooperation with Kunst magazine, and the photo book People Matching Artworks with photographs by Stefan Draschan, in which the artist has created amazing pictorial moments that are funny, poetic, surprising and never posed.
Do you read art? Yes, I do. My name is Jan Kage. I'm a curator and an art space director here in Berlin. We're in my office in KanyaKage, a space I run with my partner Kanya since 3 years. I started with my space that is well documented in this beautiful book right here, talking about books. It's the SCHAU FENSTER. It's on the Kreuzberg map. You will find it 11 years ago. And I passionately show art, and of course books go together with art because books are the elements that document an exhibition. An exhibition is up for 1, 2, maybe 3 months, then it's gone, and what stays is maybe a story, a narrative that comes with the exhibition, or a book. Like one of the first books I produced myself was with the Finnish-German hip-hop photographer Mika Veisenen. It's called And It Don't Stop, and it has this classic hip-hop photography that orientates pretty much with the old jazz photography, black and white, of course. Together with the Kunst magazine, the art magazine from Berlin, I did lots of interviews with the collectors for 3 years, and it's documented in this book, the Sammlergespräche. Each collection, again, is similar, like an artist has a topic, has a theme, has a narrative too. With my urban arty painter friends, Stowhead, I produced, well, I didn't produce this one actually, but another brochure book. And together with the Berlin-based street art collective Club 7, I published my short stories. But that is just about me. I'm here to talk about the other artists that we show at KanyaKage, which is a place for solo shows. While at SCHAU FENSTER, it is for the Berlin art scene, a place for group shows, mostly curated by other artists. I curate the curators and I invite other artists to show art there, which was my art academy, really, because I come from sociology and music, and working with these artists, I got into the deeper knowledge and into their praxis. So the artists curate at SCHAU FENSTER. Here, Andre, Kanya and I curate, and we do solo shows. So it's a dialogical process to find out who we want to show, because not always we agree on the quality or the relevance of an artist. So one artist we showed is Anina Brizola, beautiful artist, and she published this book, for instance, completely by herself, and it's called Space Mining, because she deals with the issues of why does man want to go to space, to Mars, to the moon now again? Maybe it has to do with the Anthropocene. We fucked this world, and so we go to the next world. But what is the first thing we do in this next world? We draw fences everywhere. So she draws the fences on these stolen pictures from outer space, and it's a very... I learned so much about books too. Like it's this, I think it's called the Brüsseler brochure, the Brussels brochure. So you can fold it up, and then you can fold up the whole thing, and it doesn't wobble around, you know. Then together with the German publishing house KanyaKage, we were able to publish these two books of artists we showed. Stefan Draschan, who is a beautiful photographer, and he has this series called People Matching Artworks. He went pretty viral with it on Instagram and everywhere, and he was documented all over the world with his pictures of people in museums looking at artworks and wearing something that kind of corresponds with the picture they're looking at. So maybe that is speaking about these people too, like the art they are drawn to, they feel drawn to. And yeah, I had the CEO of KanyaKage. He was drinking wine with us here, and he was flipping the book Stefan just published in Paris, and he's like, can we do it in Germany with KanyaKage? I was like, we would be glad to do so. So we published this little book that goes like exit through the gift shop. It stands at the cashier of a museum or an exhibition, and you can fit it into your purse and buy it for some little money. This, on the other hand, is way more heavy. It's one of my favorite artists, Brad Downey, an American artist who lives in Berlin for a long time. He's traveling a lot too, and this huge catalog is published by KanyaKage and by Possible Books, which is a fine, let's say, indie publisher. Does that word exist? I don't know. A fine publishing house. So they collaborated on this one, and it holds 20 years of Brad's work, who is working a lot outside. So how do you show an artist who is minimalist, who is conceptualist, who is a sculptor, who works outside in intervention and public interventions? A book is very well designed to represent this body of work, and one of my favorite books. And then maybe to finish it off, after 2.5 years of KanyaKage, my partner Andre and I, we published this little brochure. It's not a book, it's a brochure, but it's with text, and it has all the photos and the documentation of the artists we showed so far. Here's Annika Hippler, for instance, with her luminograms, special form of photography, very, very special. Very, very special. Lisa Thiemann, Anina Brizola again. So all the artists that we showed here in 3 years, please visit our website www.kanya with a Y, kage.com to find out about all the beautiful artists we represent.